Published, 2015 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 21st of July 2018. Updated, 2025 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 21st of July 2018. My congratulations to Sir Cliff Richard. By taking the BBC and the police to court over their shocking treatment of an unproven allegation against him, he has struck a mighty blow for justice. I wish all my journalistic colleagues would recognize this and stop carping about a mythical threat to press freedom. I sympathise with Sir Cliff because I have spent quite a lot of the past few years trying to restore the reputation of a great Englishman, Bishop George Bell, unfairly besmirched after the Church of England publicly revealed ancient and uncorroborated allegations of child sex abuse against him, and appeared to have accepted them. George Bell has nothing to do with the modern Bishop Peter Ball, by the way, who is a convicted abuser and whose disgusting acts I condemn. By contrast, George Bell, who died in 1958, was never tried, and had no chance to defend himself. Accusations made more than 6 decades after the alleged offense were lazily accepted by various prelates and apparatchiks, after a sloppy and prejudiced apology for investigation. Sir Cliff Richard won his High Court privacy battle against the BBC and was awarded £210,000 damages over its coverage of a police raid on his Berkshire home in August 2014 as part of a child sex allegation, in which he was never charged. Many otherwise intelligent people assumed his guilt, largely due to an incorrect claim that he would, if alive, have been arrested by the police, who were dragged into the matter by the church. This would not have been proof of guilt even if true, but it did what it was intended to do, and poisoned many minds against him. It also helped that several supposedly responsible newspapers, and the BBC, proclaimed prominently that his guilt was established when it was not. Only the BBC have ever admitted that they were wrong. A dead man has no rights. Do you remember a few years ago when we were all assured that crime was on the way down? It was all lies, of course, an illusion achieved by reclassifying millions of crimes as non-crime. Now crimes we can't ignore, especially stabbings, are obviously increasing. I cannot myself see how this can be because there are fewer police, since the police are invisible anyway. But how about this for an explanation? A 19-year-old in my hometown recently tried to rob an old lady while threatening her with a broken bottle. The judge gave him a suspended sentence, telling him he'd be jailed if he got into trouble again. 2 weeks later, the same youth smashed up a pub. The same judge said he could not believe that the youth had acted as he had. And then he did not send him to prison. I wonder what will happen next. I haven't named either of these people because it would be unfair to do so while not naming the other morons in all the other hundreds of similar cases in the past few months all over the country, which haven't been reported. Our justice system is made of cardboard. The criminals are beginning to catch on. You're on your own. My small role in getting justice for Bishop Bell, a battle that is still not over, taught me a lot about the tattered, decrepit state of justice in this country. And here is what I learned. Hardly anyone understands British justice anymore, especially the vital presumption that all of us are innocent until proven guilty. Police actions can prejudice fair trials. Well-publicized arrests and spectacular raids, often, absurdly, at dawn, on homes serve no serious purpose except to shatter the morale of the target and to prejudice the public mind. Can anyone tell me what South Yorkshire police actually hoped to find when they searched Sir Cliff's home in conditions of total publicity in 2014? The accusation, since dismissed, was that the singer had abused someone at a Billy Graham rally in 1985. I am shocked that any magistrate with any self-respect could have granted a warrant for such a grotesque invasion of a man's privacy, on such evidence. Cannot imagine such a thing would have happened 50 years ago, when more people were properly educated and understood what freedom is. But the state has recently gained extraordinary and uncontrolled powers to punish people without proving anything against them. An allegation, especially of abuse, will ruin the accused person's reputation forever because millions of people wrongly believe the silly old saying that there is no smoke without fire. He'll probably have to spend his entire life savings to fight it. Even if a jury throws out the charges, he will not get a penny of that back. How can this possibly be just? It cannot be, yet we permit it. I am told that if we are not allowed to report this sort of thing, it will allow the state to persecute people in secret. A simple provision, that such searches may be made public only if the accused person gives written permission, solves that in a second. I believe that the police, deprived of the oxygen of publicity, will simply stop behaving like this. What is the point of turning up at dawn with a dozen cars with flashing lights if it can't be shown on TV? You might as well do what you should have done in the first place, and ask the accused to come round to the station. As for the argument that these actions cause other victims to come forward, the claim itself is an example of the ignorant prejudice of our times. Not all accusations are true, as we have learned quite a few times lately. They are not victims, but alleged victims, until the case is proven beyond reasonable doubt in a fair court of law. And why can they not come forward when the accused is formally charged and arrested? I may in the past have wondered whether Sir Cliff was worth the fantastic amounts of money he has earned from his long career. Now I don't begrudge him a penny. It was only thanks to his huge wealth that he was able to fight and win a battle that badly needed to be fought. Now everyone who cares for liberty and justice must see that his efforts are not wasted. If you want to comment on Peter Hitchens, click here. I love The Incredibles, not because of their superhero stunts but because of their brilliant, belly laugh-inducing wit about real life. Even if a man has superpowers, in fact especially if he has superpowers, he can't really substitute for a trained mother if she has to go out to work. I love The Incredibles, not because of their superhero stunts but because of their brilliant, belly laugh-inducing wit about real life. You can still be utterly defeated by a tiny child who doesn't want to go to bed yet, or by a bigger one who doesn't want to eat his broccoli. As for handling a stroppy teenage daughter, being stronger than a speeding locomotive doesn't count for anything. Nor does it stop him buying AAA batteries, when he was supposed to buy A's. Yes, you've done that too. Subversive, incorrect, genuinely funny. See it before they ban it. Sorry, we are not currently accepting comments on this article.